We recently looked at Wicked and Wise from Weird Giraffe Games. I'll post a link up to here so you can see about that game. The reason I'm mentioning that is because they are coming to Kickstarter soon with a mini expansion for that game. So stick around after the break and I'll tell you kind of what's in it, how does it change the stuff, and then how I think that really adds to the game. Alright, so this mini expansion adds basically 3 different things. It's going to add cards with multiple suits, it's going to add a couple more goals, and it's going to add some new treasures. I'm going to kind of scroll through them here so you can kind of get an idea of how they are. So the big thing with this is that those cards with the different suits on them act as those suits for all purposes. So if someone leads with one of the suits, that is a card that you can play. Someone leads with a suit and that's the only card that you have that has that suit on it, you must play it. So it is going to possibly kind of hinder when you can play your gem cards, because as long as you have a suit, you must follow. It's also going to count for those suits when you are scoring the goals at the end. So it is a way of possibly trying to, maybe scoring more for it by not leading with the color that is the trick, like maybe leading with purple when you want to have red and playing a purple and red card so that can get into your winnings to try and hopefully score those goals, especially those ones that want you to score like 0, 1, or 8. That'd be a way of trying to get to that 8 number easily by not necessarily having a lot of that specific color. The other thing with it, if there is a tie, because obviously now you're going to possibly have like 3 of the same suit number, then the card that has only 1 suit will break that tie. So there is a way that could also be some gamesmanship there, to where if someone is led with that suit, then you can play a low suit that matches it, but because you only have the 1 suit, you can take the trick. The 2 goals that they've added, as you saw, is win a trick using a non-gem card of value 1 to 5 and win at least 12 different values of cards. So that's, just kind of add a little bit of variety on it, the 12 different values of cards. That's going to be a bit trickier, seeing as there's only 15 numbers. So that is one that's going to definitely take a lot of planning, which is one of the things that we really liked about this game, is that the game in general, Wicked and Wise, and then this is adding more of it, is that there are those elements, or their goals aren't necessarily always going to be easy. Some of them, it is going to take some strategic planning, manipulating the tricks and all of that. And in regards to that, we get into those treasures that they have added. So these treasures can help you get more cards into your winnings. For example, one is this team's mouse may place a card directly into your winnings. So that's a way of getting more so than just like the, 20 cards you might have in there if you won all 5 tricks. But that's a way of getting more of those cards in there. Another one is, if this trick is lost, take 2 cards from the trick and add them to your winnings. So that is, like I said, more ways of getting cards into your winnings to help accomplish some of those goals. So for us, this is one of those expansions that we really do like. It's one that kind of adds a little bit more, but isn't over the top. It's not going to require you to completely relearn the game. It adds a couple elements that basically add to the strategy of the game without changing the game at all. Like this is literally just adding in multi-card or multi-suited cards. So really all that does is kind of toys with the way that you might be playing tricks, or the way you're going to be forced to play tricks, or how you're going to want to manage the cards in your hand. So again, it doesn't add like a whole new element or a whole new rule set or nothing to the game. It kind of plays with a little bit of the rules that you got and the way that certain cards are played. The treasures that they put in here are really cool, even if you don't care about the multi-card ones. These ones, being able to add cards to your winnings. One that lets you swap a card from one in the discard. With the way that you can discard, and your mouse can discard cards throughout the rounds. That one's very beneficial because you can, make sure you discard a card that you're going to really want, but you can't win it. Like say, for that one wants 12 different values, and you're not going to be able to win a 1. You can discard, use that treasure, grab the 1, get it in your winnings. So the treasure cards alone too add that whole other element of strategy. When are you going to play cards? What are you going to show? There's one that you can show 3 cards and gain 3 coins. All right, well, that's a whole strategic level of itself of what 3 cards are you going to choose to show? Are you going to show them your high cards to try and push them off of certain suits, or are you going to show them your low card and try and entice them in? So it like I said, this is one that really adds some strategic elements to it without adding the rules. And those are the type of expansions that we really like, because A lot of times we like a game for what it is. And when they start adding more and more and more rules, sometimes you end up either watering it down or detracting from that thing that you like. This one doesn't. This one more enhances that. It enhances those strategic thoughts you need to do throughout the games. To when are you going to play certain cards? Where are you going to put them? How are you going to manage your goals? How is your mouse going to do stuff with you? Alrighty, so that is what we think, or specifically I think, of Wicked and Wise Reflections. Down below you'll find a link to the campaign for it. They have another game on there called Reef and Runes that I'll link down below because we've covered that as well. That has a really cool roll and write with 3 different sheets. We really enjoyed that one as well. While you're down there checking out that link, you can also go ahead and please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to be alerted when we do more videos. You can also comment and let me know if you played Wicked and Wise and if this is an expansion that you yourself are excited to see. Alrighty, so until next time, reflect on what I've said.